Soldiers. Soldiers everywhere. They turn our holy site into a slave camp. Get out of here while you still can. Dominion soldiers. They're led by General Indare, the Jade Butcher at Cormount. They forced us to dig for them, to uproot the soil. They're looking for something buried deep in the ground. One of the soldiers called it Rachin's mantle. My friend Raylor seemed really concerned. He asked me to go to Elden Root and warn the Mages Guild. I've never seen him so worried. Raylor is near those glowing stones. Be careful!
You aren't with the pilgrims, are you? Then perhaps you can be of assistance. General Endare scours this place for Rajin's mantle, but the relic must be kept from her hands. Either she misunderstands the dangers, or she thinks they don't apply to her. I'm concerned about its misuse. Unless you're prepared to handle them correctly, relics such as these can corrode you. I would tell General Endare myself, but I don't trust her intentions. Not after she pressed these pilgrims into service. Then she's in luck. I served the 8 divines before joining the Mages Guild. I know what must be done to safely transport a relic such as Rajin's mantle. We'll just need to find it before General Endare does. The Farlanesti faithful believe the Welkin stones hold the memories of the walking city. Earlier, I heard soldiers speaking of the same stones. If you can see me past the frost trolls, perhaps we can see what the stones have to do with Rajin's mantle. Rajin is a Khajiit trickster god, also worshipped by thieves and deceivers. The Khajiit swap tales of Rajin's greatest pranks. It is said his 7 shadows do his bidding throughout Tamriel. Yes, each shadow reflects a different aspect of Rajin's personality and power. This could be a convenient metaphor, actual living shadows, or something else entirely. I have a theory, but until I can support it, speculation is less than useless. Perhaps the Welkin stones will reveal more. A famous high elf general, or infamous, depending on who you ask. Her Jade Dragoons are well respected, but she has an aggressive reputation. Last I heard, she was in Haven. A very good question, which raises another. Rajin's mantle is a Khajiit legend. Why does she seek it out in Grahtwood, the home of the Wood Elf King? What could have brought it to the Farlanesti winter site? Arms as tall as a person, an endless hunger, and jaws that can snap off a horse's leg in a single bite. Why am I afraid of frost trolls? The real question is, why aren't you? Let's see what these stones reveal.
Who are you? What brings you into my home?
A simple thief of hearts, come to steal yours from this walking city.
Steal my heart or steal your loins? For your arrow looks a quiver.
Such a lowly mouth can dine anywhere, a trait we both share. What service to our palates should we conjoin in feast?
I am a married woman, so you must starve, unless you care to feast upon yourself.
General Endare can't have been interested in ancient dinner invitations. No, there must be more to this. We should find another Welkin stone and see what we can learn. There must be more to see.
I cannot sleep, and my husband will not wake. What cruel jest is this?
Say the word, Lady Nerume. I will allow you to sleep in my bed.
Scoundrel! You think to steal me from my husband? From the city I call home?
I only stole your sleep, which I gifted to your husband. His inattention must make him harder to love.
What would you know of love, monster? You have none of it, and you will have none of me.
Your protests ring hollow, Lady Nerume. We shall see how much when I steal you away from husband and home.
Who is Lady Nerume? Was that truly Rogin's shadow? He seemed rather obsessed with her. We must get to the bottom of this. Burn it! Quickly! Set it aflame! What else can we learn?
Come to me, my little snowbird.
What have you done? Where am I?
This vault, I built it to hold a precious treasure deep below your walking city. I will keep you safe and away from interference.
Why have you done this? Is your heart as cold as this chamber?
Your heart is cold, Lady Nerume. Warming it to Rajin's shadow will unlock the prison built of your denial.
Never. I would rather freeze until time's end than share one warm moment with you.
So be it. This vault shall forever hold your frozen heart. I leave my mantle to conceal the shame you caused me. Farewell, Nerume.
Now we know why the fallen Esti faithful were forced to dig. We should speak of this. General Endare was certain she'd find Rogin's mantle beneath the fallen Esti winter site. She made the fallen Esti faithful dig for that frozen vault. It seems they have uncovered it. And it would certainly explain the frost trolls. Perhaps Kirtor can help. The fallen Esti faithful aren't led by anyone, but after the soldiers arrived, he worked to keep tempers calm. He may know where to find the vault. Last I saw, he was in an encampment near the dig site. Mostly fallen Esti faithful with a handful of soldiers. We should avoid the site itself. The frost trolls are down there. They're peaceful sorts. Most believe their faith will one day draw the walking city back from wherever it disappeared. You'd be better off asking them to explain their own delusion. I've noted it's not a religious experience for everybody. Some use the annual pilgrimage to hold a revel in Fallen Esti's honor. Any excuse to celebrate. A frost troll!
Free at last.
I thought I was done for.
You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the Fallenesti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces. What is it you seek? As was General Endare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind. It seems you diverted a frost troll from one of her soldiers. Upon reaching safety, the knowledge you seek was passed to me. She was last seen in the northernmost cave of the dig site. She pressed us into service in the search for Rachin's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh. But I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, I would convince the Fallenesti faithful to assist her efforts. Yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response. A true shame the rest of Tamriel doesn't work like that.
Why would they have us mine? They're soldiers. Shouldn't they be doing the digging?
If they were doing the mining, even more of us would have died, I think.
Shouldn't they have been more ready, though? Or could they have been?
I wish I could join you, but with all those frost trolls, I'd only hold you back. You be careful in that cave, would you?
Taking stock of our supplies is a touch depressing. We've got less of a presence than our stores would suggest. It feels wasteful, but if reinforcements arrive, I suppose we're prepared.
Are you another soldier? Come to loose trolls upon the Valenwood? How can so many know my name after all these years? Yes, I am Narame. I hope to stem the tide of frost trolls by sealing their egress, but ice is the only form I may take beyond the walls of my prison. Tell me why you are here. You are not the first. General Endare broke through to my prison in search of the same. I will aid you in seeking Regine's mantle, but only if you swear to free me. Regine's mantle is the key to my prison beneath the Fallenesti winter site. If I but touch its hem, it will steal all my hatred for Regine's shadow and fill the void with love. I'll make lute strings of his innards first. Only another may safely free me. A cruel and spiteful jest. To show me I was powerless in his clutches. Worse, to kindle hope my husband would come to free me, then smother that hope with his continued absence. But Rajine's shadow knows nothing of love. I did not waver, not once. There is another cave, sealed by a frost-covered door. It leads to my prison. If you swear to free me, I will allow you inside to speak of Rajine's mantle. I was delighted to speak with another after so long, but once inside she ignored me entirely. Then in her haste to find Rajine's mantle, she loosed the frost trolls. Rajine's shadow suspended them in my prison to guard against invaders. It seems they had never before supped on the flesh of men or mer. But once they did, it was a terrible frenzy. General Indari spoke of it being the second era. It seems I was trapped here in the first. I was delighted to speak with another after so long. But Rajine's shadow suspended them in my prison to guard against invaders. There. Come. Let us speak of Rajine's mantle. This way! I'm in here! My prison holds me in complete solitude for centuries, yet 2 visitors arrive on the same day. But we have little time. General Indari has pushed deeper into the prison. Take this ring. It's my wedding band. It's the one thing I hold dear in this wretched place. Should you bring it to the inner vault, I can join you in icy form. I'll warn you of the dangers and aid you against them. You swore you would free me! Forgive me. The promise of freedom ruins my manners. You should do what you must, and what you are willing. I will not press you to betray who you are, not on my account. I was no mage when Rajine's shadow first stole me from Fallen Esti, but I've studied every inch of this icy prison. With effort, I learned to sap away its energy. It's what allows me to form the icy construct, as we first met. Direct my wedding band at any foe. I can use it as a focus to freeze your enemies for a short time. Very little, unfortunately. It may be a divine piece of the god Rajine, gifted to his shadow. Why he would squander it upon me is beyond my comprehension. Why would anyone want a piece of the trickster god? The answer is usually power. But for what purpose, I cannot say. I've been trapped here for so long. To feel the sun upon my face again. Just to think of its indulgence. I know little of use beyond the wall. General Andare's soldiers were no match for the inner vault. Step carefully.
Never take it from me! Who are you? And why are you dragging that frost witch behind you? Out with it! You? I'm a decorated general of the Aldmeri Dominion, a hero to my people. Who better qualified to wield the power of a god? But I found Rajine's mantle. Why should Queen Irene be the one to wear it? I've been fighting since before she was born. You're right. We were overrun. I thought to use its power to slay our foes, but I couldn't stop. I killed my own soldiers. I can feel it, bringing my shadow to life. You must stop me, no matter the cost. No. You're trying to trick me. Trick the trickster god, huh? I can see through your lies. I won't give it to you or anyone. You'll fall to Rajine's shadow. You aren't worthy of its power. I can't believe my eyes. You hold it in your hands. Now, to break my bonds from this horrid prison. Removing Rajine's mantle from the inner vault weakened the magic of the prison.
Now you must break it, once and for all. Regine's mantle is a slippery thing, especially with enchantments that bind its bearer. Place it upon the brazier at the heart of this room, and it will smother the curse upon me. Have no fear. The relic will come to no harm. Soon I'll leave this place and return to my home. I'd nearly lost all hope.
Lady Nerume, you denied my love, and now I deny your journey home. If you beg my forgiveness, convincingly, I'll return the walking city from where I stole it.
What? Could that filth spirit away all of Fallen Esty? He took the walking city? He took my home? Or is this another of his lies? What else can I do but seek my home? But everything is so different now. General Indare mentioned an Old Merry Dominion, yet I don't know what that means. Without someone to guide me, I may as well prostrate myself before Regine's shadow. Truly? Then I must find this Braylor and see what he knows of Fallen Esty. I should seek him out, and see the sky again with my own eyes.
You say the frost trolls surrounded your prison for how many years? Truly detestable, my lady.
They were quite terrifying, even when projecting my construct in their midst.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're alive! We heard some terrible noises in the caves below. What happened? And you freed Lady Nerume! She's quite agreeable, and could prove to be a living repository of knowledge regarding the walking city. I hope General Indare didn't give you any trouble. I see. I don't know why she did all of this, but she was once a hero. I can't imagine her soldiers will take it well. But as you see, such relics are dangerous. I can deliver it to the Elden Root Mages Guild where its powers can be contained. I'll alert the Ultima Embassy when I've returned to Elden Root. Once I have it at the Mages Guild, I'll see if I can discern a safer way to handle it during a ratification ceremony. Excellent. I can't bear to think of the outcome had you not been here. But no matter. Lady Nerume and I will return to Elden Root as soon as it's safe. You have done what has not been done in centuries. All the parts of the orrery have been placed within the chamber, and Dareneth awaits us below. I must admit to being more than a little excited. I've never seen the orrery operational. Not much. You've done extraordinary work, and just in time for Queen Iren's arrival. Imagine the chance to see the orrery operate. Conservator Dareneth is preparing Queen Iren as we speak. We should really head in there and get started. The ratification ceremony isn't going to perform itself after all. And from what I understand, Conservator Dareneth wanted to speak with you personally.
What is it?
Preposterous! I'm an Aldmeri Vicereeve, an assistant to Prince Naemon himself. Why am I barred from the ceremony?
The orrery hasn't been activated in a millennia. It might work splendidly, yes. Or it might explode. But I'll speak with Dareneth if you insist on being present.
Upon consideration, I suppose I could wait by the door to call for help, should anything go wrong. There won't be much to see, I'm sure. The Aelids were notorious for their glowing crystals, so I suppose there will be more than a few bright lights. Sounds quite dreary. I can't imagine it will be worth your time at all.
I must thank you for the opportunity to see the orrery operate as it did in ancient times. It's all so exciting!
Little brother, you shouldn't be here for this. Dareneth warned us of the dangers.
I won't turn my back on family. My place is in your shadow, as it has always been.
I know this can't be easy for you.
On the contrary, today the Dominion shall see why a High Elf is fit to lead all of Tamriel.
I used to despise your certainty. But today it's reassuring, oddly enough.
Apology accepted.
Prince Naemon says you're to thank for ensuring the ratification ceremony will happen without delay. Nonsense, it was a great deal of trouble. It's not something one forgets, especially when one is a queen.
An Ayleid artifact supposedly touched by the gods will proclaim my sister worthy of becoming the Empress of Tamriel. But this changes little. There are those who will always question her right to rule.
I'll make sure everyone clears out, as you requested. But you don't need to be here, Your Highness.
I used to sneak in here as a child and climb through the orrery's rungs. Do you think I'd pass up on the chance to see what it actually does? But have no fear. I want you at the outer door.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down.
You never do.
The orrery seems like a fancy device. I hope it works. And if it doesn't, I trust you'll keep the king safe. He's usually not so reckless.
How exciting! The orrery has done nothing but spin for generations. To think, I'll be the king who sees it work again.
Strange to see you after South Point. Not bad, just strange. But no matter. I can hardly believe we're about to breathe some life into this old girl. And before you ask, yes, I'm speaking of the orrery. Almost. You recovered the pieces needed for the orrery's activation, so it's only fair you're here to put them in place. So, I should be the one to ask. Are you ready? Good. The first thing you'll need is to take up Rachin's mantle. A god's hands move the orrery, goes the translation. But that's a load of boar sloth. You simply need to be in 3 places at once. Rachin's mantle should allow for that. Oh, you'll be all right. That overly earnest fellow from the Mages Guild, Braylor, was it? He assured me you'd be safe if you wore it for no longer than 90 minutes. Or was it 9? No matter. The ceremony will take 5 minutes. Maybe 6. Approach the pillars beyond the orrery itself. You must activate each in turn while keeping one thought in mind. When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place. From what I understand, it should do the rest.
So this pile of moss and rubble determines the next emperor?
The orrery is ancient. Show some respect.
Nearly there, Your Majesty, Your Highness. That's it! It's working! It's actually working! Here, take hold of the heart of a numeral. Place it in the pillar next to our royal observers. That should do it! Awaken the orrery, whatever that truly means, but have no fear. This contrivance allows me to manipulate its energies. This means I can keep Queen Irene safe when she steps inside. Now go, place the heart of a numeral. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
And now the Ayleid death trap will tell us if we have an emperor in our midst. Truly a momentous day.
Naaman, now is not the time.
Irene, there's always time to protect you from yourself. For how could I let you risk your life in this contraption without testing it first, dear sister?
You wear Rachin's mantle. You'll never be held in place.
It's incredible! I can see the white gold tower! No!
What's happening to me? No! You trip-arming! All of you! I'll kill you all!
Why? What? No, Why would Naaman do this? I made him a part of what we were building. Tried to show him this is about more than just our people. I would have all of Tamriel be our people. What the legend says. It revealed the person within. As it will do to me. Do you think I have a choice in this? I will enter the orrery, as I swore to the people of the Aldmeri Dominion. I must learn whether I'm fit to lead them. And if I'm not, if I'm changed, as my brother was, I can't become a danger to the people I've sworn to lead. Do you understand me? I must not delay.
Queen Irene shall lead us to glory. Of that there can be no doubt.
The Queen. She's radiant.
I'm myself, aren't I? A dominion of peace. The fair and just rule of Tamriel, beneath an Aldmeri banner. A future I hope to build. And you, standing at my side. Come, help me build the future. I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did. As far as I'm concerned, he died trying to help me, not usurp my throne. The Staff of Magic. A powerful object with the ability to suppress magic. Dangerous were it to fall into the wrong hands. Luckily, we already possess it. Go to Marbrook in Eastern Greenshade. Speak to Captain Sarandel about securing the staff. I'll follow soon after.
We heard sounds of battle. What happened?
There was an accident. My brother gave his life to protect us. He died a hero.
I don't...
I will soon go to Marbrook. Vicereeve Peladil, I want you to travel ahead with my brother's body. You will make the funeral arrangements.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I understand.
Spare no expense for his funeral. All in the Dominion are welcome. All may pay their respects to a hero.
At once, Your Majesty.
I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother...
Is this really happening?
I don't know what you mean.
You must have seen. You arrived near the end of it.
The Queen says her brother died a hero, so that's what I saw.
Do all you Vine Dusk Rangers learn to ignore the truth?
We learn that leadership is messy. And because royalty must grieve in public, we learn not to judge.
Perhaps you're right. This wasn't supposed to happen here. Today should have been a celebration, but instead... Instead, none of this officially happened.
I don't want to think of the outcome had you not been here. You kept the king safe. You will always be welcome among the Vine Dusk Rangers.